Good evening. I'm back. I'm going to start explaining you the problems given in work per energy in previous JEE main examination. Let's see. See here, which one of the following forces cannot be expressed in terms of potential energy? So, restoring force, Coulomb's force, gravitational force. Work done against all these forces can be converted into potential energy, but work done against friction will be lost. So, for which of the following forces cannot be expressed in terms of potential energy? Correct option for that is frictional force. So, see the next question. Force is given, it is applied on a particle and it undergoes a displacement I minus 2j minus k. What will be the value of B if work done on the particle is 0? Let us note down the data carefully. What is the force given here? It is 2I plus Bj plus k, and displacement vector is given as I minus 2j minus k. It is mentioned in the problem, work done on the particle is 0. So, how do we get work from force and displacement? From the definition, work is the scalar product of force and displacement. Implies here work done is equal to 2 into 1, 2. We are taking the dot product of these two vectors, plus b into minus 2, minus 2b, plus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. As work done is 0, 2 minus 1 minus 2b is equal to 0. If you take this to the other side, 2b is equal to 2 minus 1, 1, b is equal to 1 by 2. This is the correct choice for the problem. So, when force and displacement vectors are given, work done is the dot product of force and displacement. Now, look here, 4 particles of masses m by 2, m, 2m, 4m have same momentum respectively. The particles with maximum kinetic energy you have to identify. So, 4 particles A, B, C, D of masses m by 2, m, 2m and 4m are given. They have the same momentum. Find the particle which has maximum kinetic energy. So, here the relation between kinetic energy and momentum is Ke is equal to p square by 2m. In this problem, all the particles, they have different masses, but their momenta are same. So, p is constant, 2 is constant, implies Ke is inversely proportional to mass. So, Ke will be maximum when mass is the least. So, for which of these particles mass is least? For the particle A, mass is just m by 2. So, here this particle has least mass, hence maximum kinetic energy, right. Now, next problem. Look here, a body of mass understand this problem. A body of mass 50 kg is lifted to a height of 20 meters from the ground in 2 different ways as shown. In the first case, it is lifted from the point to this point along the vertical path. In this case, it is being moved from this point to this point along the inclined path, but vertical height is same in both cases. Ratio of work done against gravity in both cases. So, here this block, gravitational force will be acting on it in the downward direction, vertically downward direction. In both cases, vertical shift in center of mass of the object is 20 meters. So, gravitational force is a conservative force. In case of conservative force, work done is independent of the path taken. So, here in this case, along the vertical force is mg, vertical displacement is h. So, work done against the gravitational force is mg h in both cases, because vertical displacement is same in both cases. So, the ratio of works done in both cases is just 1:1, right. Now, move on to the next. Look here, a body projected at an angle with the horizontal from the ground. Choose the correct statement. A body is projected at an angle with the horizontal from the ground. So, it is a projectile. If this is angle of projection making a theta, its component along the horizontal is u cos theta, component along the vertical is u sin theta. You know, in case of a projectile, as the component of acceleration along the horizontal is 0, the velocity component along the horizontal remains constant throughout the journey. So, even at the highest point, the horizontal component of velocity remains constant as u cos theta. So, the horizontal component is 0 at the highest point, wrong. Vertical component of momentum is maximum, not maximum, it is 0. Vertical component of momentum is 0 at the highest point, because vertical component of velocity at the highest point is 0. Okay. So, the gravitational potential energy is maximum at the highest point, kinetic energy is 0 at the highest point. So, option C is correct. Gravitational potential energy of a projectile is maximum at its highest point. That is the correct choice. Look, identify the correct statements from the following. Work done by a man in lifting a bucket out of a well by means of a rope is negative. See here, suppose this is a bucket, okay, it's on it gravitational force is acting in the downward direction. If the man lifts the bucket to a height h, he has to apply a force to balance the gravitational force or weight of the bucket. So, work done by a man in lifting the bucket is force and displacement. As they are in the same direction, that is mgh, it is positive. As applied force and displacement are in the same direction, work done by the man in lifting the bucket is positive. So, what is given here? It is given as negative. So, statement 1 is wrong. Work done by gravitational force in lifting the bucket is negative. That is perfect, because gravitational force is acting in the downward direction, displacement is in the upward direction. As work done is Fs cos theta, angle between force and displacement here is 180. So, cos 180 is minus 1. So, it is minus Fs or minus mgh. So, work done by gravitational force in lifting the bucket out of the well is negative. That is a correct statement. Work done by friction on a body sliding down an inclined plane is positive, wrong. Work done by friction is always negative, because work is done by the friction against the motion of the body. So, as frictional force is opposite to the direction of motion of the body, work done by frictional force is always negative. So, as it is given as positive, that is wrong. Work done by an applied force on a body moving on a rough horizontal plane with uniform velocity is 0? No. On a rough horizontal surface, body can move with uniform velocity only when the friction is balanced by the applied force. So, applied force into displacement becomes a work done by the applied force even though the body is moving with uniform velocity. So, that is a wrong statement. Work done by air resistance is negative. This is perfect. So, what are the correct options? B and E. Those two are the correct options for that problem. Move on to the next. A stone is projected at an angle 30 degrees to the horizontal. Theta is 30 degrees. Ratio of its kinetic energy at the point of projection. At the point of projection, its velocity is u, kinetic energy is half mu square. To the kinetic energy at the highest point. At the highest point, velocity is u cos theta because only horizontal component is present, vertical component is 0. So, at the highest point as velocity is u cos theta, kinetic energy is half mu square cos square theta. So, this is the ratio of kinetic energy at the point of projection and the kinetic energy at the highest point. So, this is 1 by cos square, theta is given as 30 degrees, cos square 30. So, it is 1 by cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos square 30 is 3 by 4. So, answer is 4:3. That is the correct answer for that problem. Go to the next. Look here, a body of mass 8 kg, another of mass 2 kg are moving with equal kinetic energy, ratio of their respective momenta. So, what is the relation between kinetic energy, momentum and mass of a body? It is Ke is equal to P square by 2m. So, here they are moving with equal kinetic energy. So, I am just rounding off the constant. Ratio of the respective momenta, P square proportional to m or P proportional to square root of m or P1 by P2 is equal to square root of m1 by m2. m1 is given as 8, m2 is given as 2. So, P1 by P2 is equal to square root of 8 by 2, that is 2:1. This is the correct option for that problem. See, so simple, isn't it, work per energy? Now, look here, look into this question. I pasted two questions on the same page. So, let me explain this question first. In the given figure, the block of mass m is dropped from a point A. Expression for kinetic energy when it reaches the point B. So, it is dropped from A to B and the vertical displacement is y naught downwards. So, according to law of conservation of energy, at the highest point it has potential energy. As it falls down, potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. That is, lost potential energy is equal to gained kinetic energy. Lost potential energy is gained kinetic energy. When it falls through a height y naught, lost potential energy is mg y naught, that is gain in kinetic energy. So, you are supposed to find the kinetic energy at the point P, that is mg into y naught, right? Now, go to this problem. Arrange the following graphs in descending order of total works done, where W1, 2, 3, 4 are work done in corresponding figures A, B, C, D respectively. Now, you tell me from force displacement graph, how do we find work? So, area bound by force displacement graph with displacement axis gives us work, right. So, if the area is on the positive side, work done will be positive. If the area is on the negative side, work done is negative. Okay. So, here let us try to find out the areas. In the first case, this triangle area is 1, this triangle area is 2. One is positive and the other one is negative. So, W1 is A1 minus A2, right. Here, if you see, this is exactly the same 1, this is x2 2, this is 2, this square area is 3. So, W2 is A1 minus A2 plus A3. Very obviously, W2 is greater than W3. Okay. So, here W2 greater than W3. Coming to this, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So, W3 is equal to A1 minus A2 plus A3 plus A4. W3 is greater than W2. So, W3 is greater than W2, which in turn greater than W. See here, I think, so W2 is greater than W1 here. See, this is W1. Now, W3 is greater than W2. So, W3 greater than W2, greater than W1 and greater than W4, because 1, 2, 3, 4. So, W4 becomes A1 minus A2 minus A3 plus A4. So, W4 is the least. Okay. So, W3 is the highest, W3 greater than W2, W3 greater than W2, greater than W1, greater than W4. Which option is true? This option is true. Okay. Just we need to find out the net area. Positive minus negative area becomes the net. Okay. Now, because area bound by force displacement graph with displacement axis gives us work done. Now, move on to the next. Look here, potential energy of a ball is a function of distance as u is equal to a by r to the power of 10 minus b by r to the power of 5, where r is interatomic distance, a, b are positive constants, equilibrium distance. See, the condition for equilibrium is potential energy is minimum. That is the equilibrium condition. Any system will be equilibrium if potential energy of the system is minimum. So, here minimum condition is du by dr is equal to 0. This implies d by dr of a, if you bring this to the numerator, r to the power of minus 10 minus b r to the power of minus 5. Okay. Now, look here, this is d by dr of a r to the power of minus 10, a n x to the power of n minus 1. So, its derivative is minus 10 r to the power of minus 11, minus b, its derivative is minus 5 r to the power of minus 6. Okay. So, du by dr is equal to minus 10 a r to the power of minus 11 minus into minus plus 5 b r to the power of minus 6. du by dr is equal to 0 is the condition for equilibrium. Okay. So, you need to find out the equilibrium distance between them. From this, 10 a r to the power of minus 11 is equal to 5 b r to the power of minus 6. So, here r to the power of, if you take this to the other side, r to the power of 11 into r to the power of minus 6 is equal to 10a by 5b. So, it is 2a by b, that is r to the power of 5. So, here r is equal to 2a by b to the power of 1 by 5. That is the equilibrium distance, so that the system is in equilibrium. So, what is the condition for equilibrium? That is, potential energy of the system should be minimum. Okay. So, move on to the next problem. Look here, a porter lifts a heavy suitcase of mass 80 kg at the destination and lowers it down through a distance of 80 centimeters. Mass of the suitcase is 80 kg and that is lowered through a distance 80 centimeters, that is 0.8 meters, with a constant velocity. Work done by the porter in lowering the suitcase. So, work done by the porter here is minus mgh, because he is lowering it with constant velocity. So, mg acts in the downward direction. So, to maintain its velocity constant, he has to apply a force in the upward direction. But as he is lowering, displacement is in the downward direction. Force and displacement are in opposite direction. Work done is minus mgh here. So, this is minus m is 8, g is 9.8 and h is 0.8. So, this is 8 8s are 64 into 9.8, it will be 627. If it is 10, it is 640. So, nearly it is 627. Answer is minus 627.2 joules, right. So, next problem. Look here, consider a force F is equal to minus xi plus yj. Work done by this force in moving the particle from A 1, 0 to B 0, 1. So, work done is equal to integral minus xi dx plus integral yj dy, and the limits are for this, for x 1 to 0, 1 to 0, for y 0 to 1. So, here minus x square by 2, limits are 1 to 0, plus integral y dy, y square by 2, limits are 0 to 1. Okay. Now, here you can see this is minus x square by 2, you can write it as x square by 2, you can change the limits 0 to 1, plus y square by 2, you can change the, you can keep the limits as it is. So, if you substitute the upper limit, here it is 1 by 2 and this is plus 1 by 2. So, W is equal to 1. In option C, the answer given is 1. So, that is the answer. Is it okay? Now, next problem. Look here. A ball having kinetic energy Ke is projected at an angle 60 degrees. From the horizontal, what will be the kinetic energy at the highest point? You need to find out the kinetic energy at the highest point of a projectile. Initial kinetic energy is Ke. Kinetic energy at the highest point is half m u square cos square theta. Initial kinetic energy is just half m u square. So, kinetic energy at the highest point is initial kinetic energy into cos square theta is given as 60. What is cos 60? Half cos square 60 is half square, that is 1 by 4. So, if its initial kinetic energy is Ke, when it is projected at an angle 60, kinetic energy at the highest point is Ke into cos square 60, that is Ke by 4. Okay, move on to the next. Okay, a ball of mass 100 grams. Mass is given as 100 grams or 0.1 kg. Is projected with a velocity 20 meter per second at an angle 60 degrees to the horizontal. Decrease in kinetic energy during the motion from the point of projection to the highest point. At the point of projection, kinetic energy is half mu square, implies initial kinetic energy is half mu square, 20 into 20. Okay, 1 0 gets cancelled, 2. So, initial kinetic energy is 20 joules. Kinetic energy at the highest point, it is half mu square cos square theta. So, what is half mu square cos square theta? Half mu square, just now we have calculated, it is 20. Cos square 60, it is 1 by 4. So, it is 5 joules, the final kinetic energy. What is asked? The decrease in the kinetic energy. So, decrease in the kinetic energy is initial minus final, it is 15 joules. This is the correct answer for that problem. I'll stop here for today. I'll continue with the remaining problems in the next session. Thank you and bye-bye.